Yes, you're probably wondering what happened to the Vizio, and I will get to that once I have more information that I can share. But in the meantime, I do have a replacement which I wanted to try out, which is from Sony, and I have a Sony TV in my living room, so after trying out one product that I'll get into at another point, I decided that I want to try something that was made by the same company that made my television, because maybe they work better together. So I picked up directly from Sony a HT-S100F 120 watt soundbar with, as they say, HDMI, Bluetooth, S-Force front surround, Dolby Audio, Clear Audio Plus, and these are just basically catchphrases at this point, you know. Let's just unbox this, see what you get. Then I'll be back once I have it all hooked up, and we'll see how it works, and then I can go into more detail as much as this video will allow me. Okay, back soon. So here we see basically this is a 2.0 soundbar. So it's basically kind of like you could say it's a stereo soundbar. And it basically has a tweeter and woofer for greater sound, a wide aspect of distribution of audio, for lack of a better word. You get the picture. I do like the fact that it's 120 watts and that it has the basics. I also like the fact that this is, for Sony especially, a reasonably priced item, considering how expensive these things can be. So I've seen these reviewed before, and there's one review in particular that I want to basically get out to you, that I want to put a link to once I post this. You'll be able to look at the review. Basically, the reason why is it's just probably the greatest soundbar review I've ever seen. It's very funny, but also the person does a great job. So, all right. So anyway, let's see what it says here. Please, whoa, okay, please, All right, okay. Well, we open it up, and we have our remote control, typical Sony remote control. This doesn't look too different from my Sony Dolby Digital demodulated decoder on my laser displayer that I have in my bedroom. So this is for the soundbar. Okay. Batteries, standard Sony batteries. That means that these probably won't last long, but that's okay. As long as you can actually use them and then get new ones right away and, you know, switch them out, that's all that matters. Power cord. Good that the power supply is built into the soundbar, because I've actually seen things, you know, you'd be surprised how sometimes something that's huge will still have an external power supply. So it's always nice when everything is built into the main unit and you don't have to worry about these bricks that take up room or whatever. Okay, you have a whole instruction booklet, which is kind of rare sometimes, because we're in the age of the internet, and it's not uncommon for people to just put a postcard and tell you to go look it up print out a PDF and have a nice day. Okay, so we have, let's see now, this is paint to this, so we have an optical cable and a startup guide. Okay, and let's see. Very good. You should see my little helper here. She's really getting into it. Because dachshunds are very curious animals when it comes to, well, probably all dogs, but I know especially dachshunds, they just love to explore things, and they like to be included in everything because, you know, they don't really see themselves necessarily as being separate or whatever. I mean, all dogs, we are all part of the dog pack. If you have a dog, you know what I mean. Anyway, I'm gonna take this out, put this on my lap for a moment, and I can get the box out of the way since there's nothing else in the box other than what I've already shown you all. So, okay, I'll put this over here for now. Here's the sound bar. Okay. All right. It's hard to do this all with one hand, but I like the way this looks. I like the fact that it's, well, I wish it was metal, but it doesn't have to be. It's plastic, but still it feels nice on the hand. It's got a nice weight to it. We have, as they said before, subwoofer tweeter on one side here. Something here possibly in the center. It looks like there's something there, but I don't really know what. I can see the indicator lights through the grid though. And there's the other one. Okay. The bottom. Okay. This is not intended. Oh wait, what does this say? All right, I just wanted to see what the electrical use was on this. And then here's the back. Here's the connectivity. Basically, you have a USB for playing back compatible audio files, as well as an optical input and an HDMI input. And this little space here is to assist with providing some kind of bass. It's not necessarily a bass subwoofer. It's just what Sony uses to create that effect for this particular soundbar. Obviously you could see it's wall mountable. It's pretty simple. And yep, this is where the power goes, and that's it. Now we're gonna look over here. It's nice. We got the buttons right here, or these at least indicators, which I like that too. I have them on the top where my fingers can get easy access. And then also you have the Sony branding right here. So overall, I like the way this is set up more than the other one, which I'll go into, like I said before, after we go through this. But now that we have it unplugged, I'm going to hook it up and I'll tell you and give you hopefully as best a demonstration as I can on my phone, and so that you could have an idea of what this is about. Well, obviously you know what this is about, but basically what the capabilities of this unit are, and what do I think about it after the fact. So I'll be back. Here's the startup guide. Tells you what's in the box. Setting up the remote, it's obvious. Turning on the TV, Blu-ray display or whatnot. Connecting with the television, so it goes into HDMI, ARC, or if you don't have HDMI, ARC, then I guess it suggests for you to use optical. And turning on the soundbar, I guess set up there. And basically, this is just your basic information. I like to show you all what this comes with. It's supposed to also come with wall mounting instructions. This is just the same thing in another language. Okay, all right. We went back in one more second. This is the wall mount template. Just figured I'd show you all. I like when they include things like this because, well, I'm not gonna wall mount it. I think about possible uses or places where something can go or whatever, because sometimes we change things around or you move someplace or whatever it might be. So it's good to have this information, and it's nice that they provide it. So this is, we're not going to use this but at this point, but it's nice to know that we have it. Okay, so this is the included wall mounting information, and then your warranty. And this I actually like the best is that you have an actual instruction booklet. Of course, you know, these it's really like this is several languages, etc. And so the part that's in English that at least some of us here will be using is 33 pages, which is still a plus when you consider the fact, like I said before, that a lot of times, you know, it's just like, here's a link to a PDF file, go print it out, you know? And there's nothing wrong with that necessarily. It's just, hey, toner and ink is expensive. Sometimes you want to use your money for other things that are more important than that even. Well, no, that's not really the case. But basically, toner and ink are expensive. But for what I do especially, it's a necessary thing. But for a lot of other people, it's really relative. So anyway, so this is the instruction booklet and the quick start guide. So pretty much, I'm not going to open the optical cable because I'm not going to hook this up that way. It does not come with an HDMI cable, which kind of sucks. But otherwise, all that is, at this point, a mute subject until we actually hook this thing up and see how it sounds. Okay? Thank you. Be back. Okay. I'm only showing this for a second here, but I have the sound coming out of the sound bar, and my dog reacts to the television naturally, but she's reacting to it even more so now because of the sound bar. So as you can see, I guess that's a good sign. All right, and I'll be back with another demonstration. This is very rudimentary, but I do like the fact that the soundbar automatically interfaced with my Sony television, and you get this little instruction from the soundbar itself, which is obviously self-evident, but it just shows you that the two are communicating. Okay, I'm trying out Laserdisc now. See how the sound goes. That works pretty good.
You ready? Yeah, boot it.
That's it. That's it. I'm recording. Good. I'm recording.
Crazy man, wait till I get this thing down. You're trying to
What you doing?
Calls are a little kooky tonight, you know. It's a little after 2 a.m., December 30th, 1999. Second to last day of the whole night.
Okay.
Never to you, Jack. Never
So,
to you.
the GTS Laserdisc player sounds good enough for me. So this is Strange Days for those of you who may be wondering. Now we're going to try different input. Okay, this is how 4K Blu-ray looks and sounds.
Remember me?
Pretty good. Okay, this is Apple TV. Well, I should say the Apple TV unit streaming a movie. Just doing a little demonstration here. So this works. Just wanna It looks and it sounds good. Okay, so that gives you all an idea. At least we've seen how television is. Laserdisc. This is Apple TV. This is a Dolby Vision streaming film. I had to switch the devices that I was using mainly because I ran out of room on my iPhone with all these clips that I have to edit together. However, I can demonstrate the Bluetooth. It works. It's playing the Boomtown Rats. Okay, that's how Bluetooth works. Obviously, unfortunately, I can't give you like what you might get on TechMode or some of the other sites that are real technical technical resource sites for testing on electronics. I don't have any sort of Odyssey thing to measure the sound for you or anything like that. All I could say is that it works, and that's good enough for me. And it sounds good too. Back again to finish this overview, review, whatever you want to call it, of the Sony HT-100F 2.0 soundbar. I haven't tested out every single technical feature on it. Basically, I'm given that this is more of like a dry run. You're finding out things as I find them out. However, all things considered, I find that the soundbar works wonderfully. I like the fact that if I shut the soundbar off, the audio will automatically go back to the TV if I wanted to, which is nice because the Sony, this particular Sony television as well as others has the speakers behind the screen and a built-in subwoofer in the back, so it's really, really nice sound work. And in addition to that, I love the sound that comes from the soundbar. I thought Bluetooth, I was surprised at how loud it got, etc. I was also happy that you can use all the audio from the actual sound, you know, from you can control the audio directly from your phone basically. And last but not least, I also like the fact that with regard to the soundbar, that it works, and that's more than what I could say now for my experience with the Vizio. The Vizio sucked. I'm sorry to say it, and yet I would still give it a chance, but I could not even get the darn thing to work at all, which is why I got the Sony. I'm returning the Vizio. I might give it a chance to see, because I'm curious to see, you know, how the other half lives with that one. But I have to be honest, for $100, this soundbar is a very good deal. It offers, especially if you have a Sony television, it offers great basic features, nice sound quality, and bang for your buck. So this is my off-the-cuff review / unboxing of the Sony HT-100F Soundbar. Please like, comment, share below, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye now.